Hello everyone, I am Unit Kumar Gupta from Class 6. I am proposed first speaker. Today our topic is social media improves our communication skills. Communication. I am totally agree with this topic. Now I am going to propose this topic. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. Social media improves our communication skills. We get to talk a unlimited number of people. The internet has increased our reach. We can easily talk to a people from different countries and cultures. So it is definitely improves our communication skills. Communication skills and also understanding peoples. Now I want to share one video. Communications. The social media is one of the most means of communications and creativity of much of knowing anything or everything is around the world. These days it can be growing very rapidly. First of all, social media has made it possible for peoples or even families who are living away from each other to communicate from each other easily. Before used to communicate through writing letters and having them to send the mail, which would be take a lot of time. Communication could not be enough. Just continue constantly. However, now communications are easily done. Easily done. There are so many benefits social medias are there.
The communication is delivering or a transferring of a messages is called communication. Coming to our topic, I totally oppose this topic because why we have to use social media for communication? We can use letters. It is very eco-friendly and we can't it is very useful to everyone. And we have to develop the letters because in our past we are not having any social media or any mobile phones, and we are not having televisions also. But in our past the people used to have write some letters, and when the world has introduced with the social media, the small children also addicting to this social media. They are very harmful for the kids especially, and the parents also encouraging this mobile phones to the kids while they are eating. When the kids is not eating the food, the parents are giving the mobile phones and they are keeping some networks and they are using the social media a lot for the kids. It is very harmful for the kids and it can make some big disease for the kids because Today I am going to speak about social media is improves humans communication. Yes, I agree with this topic. Social media network also has the opportunity to share options with a far wider audience, and the big change that has occurred is that there is no filter has occurred in that there now no filter on the way to speak. In the past times, unless you spoke to people directly, you had on way to get your messages across regardless of your freedom of speech. The types of communication with built-in anti-sign days continued with posts, letters, telegraph, telephones, and mobile phones. And now it's the world of internet. It would be difficult to identify a person whose contact is missed. But now this internet world is unable to find the missed contact through the social media. For example, our friend contact had missed and we are unable to talk with her. Suddenly, one day, I saw her in the social media and now I am able to talk with her much time happily. Here, the social media helped the human and it improved. Benefits of using social media. Build relationship. We can educate ourselves. Social media gives you an opportunity to talk about what you know, what you want to be known for. We can connect anytime with our family or friends. Thank you, moderator.
The topic name is the social media has not improved the human communication. So, going into the topic, the social media as a common way of communication and pretty as keeping anything, everything around the world. The social media has growing rapidly. The social media has had a bad influence effect on children's, young adults, and a negative impact of their brains, character, and their personalities. While seeing the social media, the people were using more. So the social media has a bad effect on the social media. For examples, the celebrities use the social media more by talking with their fans and their celebrities by using the social network site. If they can't use social media, they can't increase their brands. If they communicate with each other, they can't increase their brands. But they use a social media, they increase their brands. That the social media has actually a negative effect or impact our social, especially on children's and the young adults. The social media has a public environment such as Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. The celebrities using these apps by increasing their brands to get more fans. If we can understand very well but when the social media came, that day to this day, they are using the social media for their uses. So at last, I want to conclude that the most important thing is communication is hearing what isn't said. Moderator. Instagram or Facebook. The celebrities using these apps by increasing their brands to get more fans. If we can understand very well, but when the social media came, that day to this day, they are using the social media for their uses. So at last, I want to conclude that the most important thing is communication is hearing what isn't said. Moderator.
Speaker number 3. As what is social media? Of course, it is useful for human communications, but for everything we have a limit. But nowadays, kids, elders, everyone, is there using the social media in a limit? No, they are not using. Can anyone say how many times you are opening your social media in a day? Can anyone?
20 to 30 times.
Yes, 20 to 30 members are 20 to 30 times opening social media in a day. 70% of people are addicted to the social media. It is good if they use social media for a good reasons, but they are not. They are spreading some rumors and some unwanted things in social media. Is it helpful for people? Yes, social media helps to communicate, but not for these type of things. No one are using it in a proper way, and children are mostly addicted to the phones nowadays. In phones, mostly they're using Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp. For everything, someone asked that question. Social media helps for meetings to see to clear your doubts. But without internet, how can you use these all apps? Without help of internet, no one can see your phones. You can't open your social medias without the mobile data. So we are using the phones using of mobile data. But because of that mobile data, the birds are dying because of radiation. We are using the phones because the reason the birds are dying are that we all are let them to die because of radiation. If we stop using mobiles, if we use it in a limited way, we can protect our birds. Everyone know how much important the birds are for us.